Yeah. Stunt, it's my job. Like it's corn on the cob. I'm gonna be able to play this here, you know what I'm saying? Until I put it on iTunes. When I put it on iTunes,
let's go.
That's a rap.
Every nigga say he is, ain't no
y'all know how I do.
I was raised in this game. Watch me game up on the sim.
Yeah.
Horse eat my dick like it's corn on the cob. Get back on your grind, ho. Stay up on your job. Paper run low. Hey, how low can you go? Turn the trick in the truck. Suck some dick up on the floor.
Yeah.
Ho, go and get it.
Friday night.
Love looking pretty. Let them eat it on your ass. Bust them nuts out
Friday
on
night.
You gon' see I run this game for sure.
What?
Bitch, I'm just a PA pro. Fucking with
I've been doing too much.
Popping like the Alamo.
So,
Boys from PA, yeah, we love to tote that. Cause when it comes
on Friday night,
it's better your ass than mine.
I know how to cut back. I know how to cut back. Chicken salad, gym, plenty of water, even attempted push-ups. And I got some more gear stuff to do when I get off. And I'm gonna attempt more push-ups and sit-ups until I just get more out. You know what I mean? But tonight I'm coming in here. We're gonna talk about that Wu-Tang, R.I.P. ODB, Jesus Trevino. Yeah, man. I ain't want to talk about it yesterday because we would have been talking on, you know what I'm saying, Wu-Tang and this and that when it was the homie Albert Love. So we here for it tonight. Yeah, tell me to get on in here. Go on, share this here. I'm gonna share it one time. Yeah. Shout out to Flanagan and Straight Up Facts. Shout out to everybody, man, that went got that record, man. We showing true solidarity. We showing true unity right here. It's really going down in the South. You know what I mean? But yeah, we gonna talk about that Wu-Tang and that BMF. And I'ma also say this here. Anybody who ordered a Dickie, it's on the way. Anybody who ordered CD, it's on the way. T-shirts on the way. In the moment. So you ain't gotta worry no more. And I'm gonna let this here play, but I'm gonna tell you this here. And I mean this here from the bottom of my heart. I mean this here from the bottom of my heart, man. You can always order with me. You ain't gonna never lose, okay? Never feel that your items won't get to you or your money will get taken. No. That ain't what we doing. That ain't what we do over here. You will always receive your shit. You know what I mean? I got about a 98% drop rate, meaning only about 2% might slip through, and the nigga don't, you know what I mean, catch so somebody have to pull my coat on it. But other than that, 98% of the time, everybody get their shit. Ain't nobody disgruntled. Yeah. But look how it destroyed like a hurricane. Too many niggas. Chad is here. And everybody that be keeping it real, sharing my videos. Hey man, we are on the verge and the brink of greatness. Okay? Yesterday, our beloved say, with the fate of a mustard seed. And I've proven year after year to have faith bigger than a mustard seed. So everything I'm doing, I will succeed. And everybody that contribute to my success, it don't go unnoticed. It's very well appreciated to the heart. You know what I mean? Not on no, oh, you owe me that or you supposed to. Nah, man. I'm talking about every soup chat, every record, every t-shirt, hat, dickie, dog. That's all appreciated. You know what I mean? That's all saying, I want to see you go further. I want to see you manage and get up the road and do all the great things that you speak about. I want to see you continue to bless other people as you are being blessed. And to me, that is a beautiful exchange. It's a beautiful rotation. You know what I mean? But yeah, I shared that thing one time. I'm finna share it again. Then we gonna get off into it. Yeah, man. It was some glorious events. I got to watch both of my shows. You know, as busy as I be, I'm a busy bee. But as busy as I be, I will make the time to go and check out those two shows. You know what I mean? That Wu-Tang and that motherfucking BMF. You know what I mean? I started watching Raising Canaan, and I like it. But I think that's too much TV for me. If I could watch, you know what I mean, Wu-Tang every Wednesday, and then I don't know how often they drop the BMF, maybe every 8, 9, 10 days or whatever, that's good enough for me. Because I don't need to be sitting up watching no motherfucking TV. I need to be bringing these thoughts and these goals out of my mind, out of my head, and manifesting them. You know what I mean? Bringing them into real life. So that's what I do's and I does. But check this here out. I know you up on the series, the Wu-Tang series. So it's one of the most favorite shows on TV, Hulu, Stars, whatever. You know what I mean? I catch it on Hulu. So right now, that's one of my most favorite shows that's going on right now. And the whole element of RZA having a vision and bringing all these different voices and individuals and characters together and elements together, man, RZA had some power. RZA was really blessed with foresight, talent, and just being a real orchestrative type dude. That's some hard shit to do, man, when you're dealing with brothers. Bring brothers together and get them on one accord, especially when it ain't no bread involved. Most of the time, man, that's one of the hardest things to do in life. Now, comparing that to UGK Posse, our posse didn't assemble that difficult because we had Pimp C as the pinnacle point. You know what I mean? So having a legend and a star such as Pimp C as the pinnacle point, you had people probably wanting to jump over hurdles to be down with us. You know what I mean? So if you compare that to RZA and the Wu-Tang Clan, RZA had a little stardom as Prince Raheem or whatever. He had a single that was out, but he was still in the hood. And they knew he was talented. But like how much of an incentive is that? Like, he had a deal, he had a single out, but now he's regrouping. It's not really like a huge incentive for everybody to really want to gather and you know what I'm saying, put forth their efforts. But them believing in him, each individual believing in him the way they did, that was incredible. You know what I mean? And he had to believe in all them. You know what I mean? And so bringing them all together as a unit, getting them to stick together and keep on working until they built up some steam, man, that's an incredible journey and an incredible story that I really can relate to. Now, the superstar stardom that they did, retrieve as the journey pursued, I can't say I've experienced that. I've experienced a bit of that, but not the passports and the overseas and the big old big old festivals where it's damn near 20,000 people or better, you know what I mean? Like, I think the biggest arena we probably rocked probably was about 5 to 10,000 people. Probably something like that. I remember the Cajun Dome being fully packed. I remember a car show being fully packed. I don't know how many people that was. And a couple of other big stages and big arenas being fully packed. But when you go to doing those festivals, man, the attendance be incredible. Like clubs, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 people, 1,000 people. That's a banging ass night. You know what I mean? If the club big enough. But when you're talking about those outdoor events, you're talking about a plethora of people. But this episode, whoever seen it, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'm gonna just say this about it. They're catching steam, they're getting up the road, egos are starting to appear. But one thing that I saw that I really hated was in the beginning when RZA said, how business was gonna be conducted, because he wanted to look out for his people, that it's becoming misunderstood. He's being strong and focused in making decisions to look out for people who basically, at this point in time, can't see that far to look out and think for themselves. I could really relate to that. Because sometimes you think so far, and then a person is only thinking a few steps ahead, and they misunderstand the way you thinking as hating or blocking or knocking them out of the position that they possibly can be in. So on one part, he expressed that ODB wanted to always, as a kid, sign with Def Jam. But the deal Def Jam was offering compared to the deal that Elektra was offering, it was just really no comparison. Same amount of money up front, but a clause on the end of the deal for Elektra that really gives him the opportunity to retain all his music and his masters after a certain point in time, which RZA said that don't happen in the music industry on most contracts. You know what I mean? Most artists don't get to retain their masters or their rights. They have to buy them back. And y'all see that in the news these days. I think Anita Baker just bought all her masters back. You know what I mean? Probably after 25, 30 years. And so how that works from my understanding is this. All your licensing and royalties and revenue streams from your music when it's used commercially, if it's used on YouTube or just wherever your music is played or streamed or sold, you are going to get that money now. Because for all these years, the label has used that intellectual property to do what they call recoup. So in the beginning, yeah, they give you, depending on the times. Back then, 150 racks, you're talking about the early 90s. So you're talking about $150,000 for an artist from the ghetto, you know what I mean? Now, they would have had better negotiating power if they was on some Master P type shit, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you the difference. But when you're talking about an artist who's not really pushing his own music, like making revenue from pushing his own music, not getting paid for shows, not selling features, just not making any revenue really from his music. He's getting the accolades of somebody saying, "Oh, he nice. He be jamming." People know he jammed, but he hasn't turned himself into a product yet. You know what I mean? So for somebody to say, "I'll give you 150K up front," they're about to turn you into a product, and they're about to market and sell like the stock market. You know what I mean? You're gonna get money off your shows. You're gonna get money off all your touring and your shows. Now, some of them gonna be free. Some of the promo shit gonna be free, but you're gonna get money from all your touring, your shows, your appearances, selling features, this and that, this and that, this and that. But the record sales, you know what I mean, all that type of shit, you only gonna see a very, very small percentage. Like they might sell that record back in the day for shit $14.99. You might see 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 cents. So that's the standard record deal. Your percentage is so small of those record sales that, let's say that 150,000 that they gave you up front for one album. In that year when they drop that album, they're gonna think about the 150 they gave you, whatever kind of money they put into your marketing, anything they had to spend on whatever for your artistry, you know what I mean? Let's say that comes up to about 400,000, including your advance. Well, they're gonna get all their money back from those sales. You probably ain't even gonna see a check. So the majority of your money gonna come up front, that big bulk, $150, and then your show money. You know what I mean? So when you are hot, it is best to play 52 card pickup and hit the motherfucking shows back to back, sell them features and grind your ass off and manage that money well. Don't blow it. Because waiting on royalties, waiting on checks and shit like that, if your ass ain't scorching, they ain't coming. You know what I mean? If they don't recoup fast, which they gonna tell you they ain't recoup that fast, you ain't gonna even get to see that motherfucking money. So yeah, so he was thinking for the future of the artist. So the way he structured it, it was beautiful. I heard Pimp say he was gonna structure our shit like that. What he was gonna do was he was gonna get a deal for UGK Posse, and then each individual artist can go out and get their own deal. So when RZA said that, that shit really resonated with me because I lived that. I saw that, felt that, and when Pimp said it, I was like, that shit sound good than a motherfucker. So we're gonna have a situation over here with Pimp as UGK Posse, but then each individual artist will also be able to go obtain his own solo deal. And then he said he'll show us ways we can sign as aliases also. Like that shit was, man, I'd never heard no good shit like that before in my life. I was like, huh? For real? Like nigga finna get, you know, but that's a different story. So yeah, so he was looking out for the man Future, so the man family and him can benefit from the type of deal that Elektra was offering, but ODB took it as he was tripping and wound up getting disgruntled with his mans who was looking out for him, dog. And they got him a little physical altercation. Now that shit hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings because I know, just from my understanding of the film, RZA was looking out for you, dog. R.I.P. ODB. You know, the way the picture was painted, if it was like that, RZA was really looking out for my dog and the rest of them. And to see them all still can come together, you know, these days and shit on the same page, it must have been some good business. I know when the money come, lines get crossed, egos, this and that, this and that. But overall, it had to be some good business. But salute to them boys, Wu-Tang. Hey, man, it's a very incredible show. The American Saga. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I can't wait till the next one drop. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you ain't, I ain't want to tell you the whole thing, But if you ain't seen it, go see it. And if you have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me see. The ending was crazy. Yeah. I really liked the ending. I really liked how when it was time. Back to the ending. The ending is showing you it's finna be some shit going on. The ending is showing you it's some things laying out good for some people, and then some doors open up, you know what I'm saying, for others that, you know, finna put them in the hiatus, and some people finna rock it, some people finna be happy. It's a whole array of emotion that's going on. And like I said, one thing I really liked is when they were supposed to have a performance spot in Atlanta at Jack the Rapper, and that promoter counseled them boys. Now, the average artist that's not from the streets, he probably would have tried to go through his A&R or his road manager or somebody on the administrative team and was like, man, fix it. We here, we trying to perform this and that, this and that. And plus, he tore up his but I'm giving up too much. The video that he shot, he was trading the compensation for this exposure at Jack the Rapper. And so when the promoter pulled the plug on it, and shout out to Run DMC. Run DMC had love and was gonna, let them boys do their thing. But the promoter was still on some bullshit. Now, I commend RZA for not taking no for an answer. He could have easily, all right, man, and been disappointed in him and his boys left. But he didn't take no for an answer. And what they did was very explosive. The performance was explosive. And as you seen, once the record dropped, them boys were selling like a motherfucker. So, like I'm saying, the Saga is if you're a fan of rap, hip hop, or whatever, just stories of struggling and coming up. Hey man, it is one for you to watch on Hulu. You know what I mean? Yeah, Trevino, we in this thing, and I know we both was checking that thing out. But yeah, also, where everybody at tonight? They trying to have a good time somewhere out partying. I ain't going nowhere. I'm chilling. I'm finna get down and go to doing me some motherfucking push-ups and the sit-ups and push-ups and sit-ups in a minute. But yeah, so let's get down to this motherfucking BMF. Yeah. Let's get down to this BMF. We finna get down to it. Also, the Turo car come back sometime, I think tomorrow. Motherfucker been gone 15, 16 days. I pray. I pray my car is still in one piece. And if y'all got love for a nigga, pray with me. Pray that it's still in one piece. Know what I'm talking about? Let me see. They're probably watching the World Series. What's that? That's baseball? Oh, yeah. They'll catch this later then. Yeah. I don't watch no sports. But yeah, so BMF. Here we go with this BMF. Everything going on BMF. One thing, like, yeah, man, you over there watching the World Series, man. You got Hezeleo and Trevino in here having class by their motherfucking self. Astros and the Braves. What that is? Astros and the Braves. Is that motherfucking asteroids and motherfucking Indians? I don't know. But look, yeah. So on BMF, y'all know the previous episode. I'm gonna talk about that because hopefully you've seen it. The previous episode, the boy Lamar. Let me see. Just got out of school. On to the next one already. Okay, so you still in class, Flanagan? I know you in San Antonio enjoying the boardwalk or the river walk. How was them ribs? If y'all ever go to San Antonio on that river walk, look for this barbecue restaurant called Risque's. They got a barbecue beef rib buffet on the menu. You know what I mean? I remember, hey, we was at that, this just a little side note. We was at that big, let me see. Now I gotta take another route, start at the next one on Monday. Man, we're how to talk about it. We're how to talk about it. Eating something right now. Already. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, them big old barbecue beef ribs. But yeah, okay, let me tell you the hotel, Flanagan, that we stayed in. Okay, if you enter on the Riverwalk, there's a big, nice hotel. I think it's kind of like a stone color. It's almost directly in front of the Riverwalk. It might, okay, the Riverwalk is right here. And then there's this big hotel, like right in front of it. It may be off to the side just a little bit, but it's a real big, nice hotel, kind of maybe like stone type brick or whatever. And it's right directly in front of it. That's the hotel we used to stay at. If you go in there in the lobby, they'll have a piano in there, and the piano plays by itself. You know what I mean? The piano is just playing by itself. Let me see. We're in the Embassy Suites. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember the name of that hotel, but it's right there. So yeah, we was in that hotel, and we had a lot of time to do whatever we was doing. So I think it was either me and Bub or somebody. Man, we were like, man, let's go walk this joint. You know what I mean? So we went walking down there, you know, selling CDs, doing whatever, just having a good time. And so as we were walking, I'm like, man, I'm hungry than the motherfucker. But we in San Antonio, I want something different. You know what I mean? And so we looking at all these restaurants and shit. And then we see this lady standing outside of Risque's. And she like, have y'all tried our barbecue beef rib buffet? Dog, I thought the lady was playing. I thought she was clowning or some shit. But when she said that shit, I turned around and I say, what? She said, yeah, it's on our menu, barbecue beef rib buffet. Boy. Now I think I was with Ed. And Ed was like, nah, I don't want to eat. I'm going back to the hotel. Let me see. They got a parade going on. Oh, damn. Yeah. They got some shit going on. Yeah, it's always packed down there. It get crazy down there. I'm gonna tell you about that too. But look, man, Ed went back to I think it was Ed. He went back to the hotel. He said he didn't want to fuck with it. I went in there by myself, dog. Boy, when I tell you I sat there and ate the motherfucking pinto beans and potato salad and motherfucking beef ribs and green beans. Nigga, I ate that shit till I was fucked up. I damn near dozed off at my table in that motherfucker, man. And then somehow I fucked around, picked my old lazy ass legs up and drug myself to the hotel and went to the motherfucking room and went to bed. If them niggas was trying to call me for anything, you know what I'm saying, right around that time, I was missing calls. Because them beef ribs, they got hold to me, man. Yeah, I enjoyed that shit, though. Let me see. I got that Trill gear on, letting them know already. They gonna recognize it. Yeah, San Antonio down with the play. Yeah, so we had a good time over there. But yeah, so back to this motherfucking BMF. You know, Lamar and them had went on and pulled a move on them boys and took them boys for what they had. You know what I mean? So Meech was trying to figure out a way to get that shit back. And he put a plan in action. I understand. You know what I mean? I understand the move. He had to do that. And it was some gangster shit. So Meech, as Meech is unfolding as a real thinker. Yeah. Let me see. Episode 5. I think it's episode 5. What happened on the one you seen? If it's episode 4, I'm talking about that right now. Lamar pulled a move on them boys and took them for their work and their money. You know what I mean? So now Meech is trying to figure out how to get that work back and how to get that money back. You know what I mean? He want his shit back. Let me see. The one where old girl switching on him. Yeah. She been playing both sides. She been playing both sides, you know, the past few episodes. And she playing a dangerous game. But she's still alive. So I'm interested in really seeing how this play out. Like all those characters damn near in that show, a lot of them still alive. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying, locked up, out, this and that, this and that. Like the Lamar nigga. Let me see. It says episode 6 comes out on the 31st. Yeah, so it's 5 we just watched. So I ain't gonna blow it for you. I'm gonna just talk around it. So go check out 5. We checked out 5 already. And on 5, like I say, Meech pull a move to get the money and the work back. And it worked. It was dangerous. It was a cat and mouse game. But I kind of feel like Lamar is more psychotic than Meech. But Meech a thinker. You know what I mean? So that shit working out right now. Now, one thing I don't like, and I know y'all might agree with this and some of y'all boss niggas might not, but this nigga Pat, man. This nigga Pat playing with Meech and them, man. Like, the nigga paying you off. The niggas ain't in debt with you. You just trying to hold these niggas because they young. You know, I guess that's your golden goose that's producing, you know what I'm saying, big paper, moving a bunch of weight. So you don't want them niggas from up under your thumb. But damn, let them young niggas grow. And the nigga Pat was a real nigga too in the story that actually existed too. I seen some pictures of him. But I don't like the way that nigga there moving. Yeah, he wild, he'll do whatever, but he disrespectful. He disrespectful like a motherfucker. He trying to flunky. He trying to flunky Meech them, you know what I mean? And then on another thing, the boy Terry, he being pressured into going ahead and suing and getting compensated for his malpractice suit against the hospital. The type of money they offering, you know, back in the day, that's the early 90s, probably probably late 80s, early 90s. I don't recall, but I'm thinking it got to be around the 80s. So the type of money that they offering him, you know, Meech like, man, just take that shit and let's keep it moving. But, you know what I mean, I can understand the mama like that's some chump change. But she's still under the impression that Terry ain't no hustler either. I don't know why she couldn't see that this nigga here was hustling too. He come home telling her, Meech giving him all that jewelry and all that shit. Lying about the Benz he drive, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be 10 seasons before it get to the 2000s already. Hey, I'm riding with it. Shit. Let me see, the 31st, the next one coming out. Yeah, that's cool. When you show you show that bitch coming out that quick? That's in a couple days. Oh shit. That bitch coming out on Halloween. I'm fucking with that. But look, I'm finna fuck y'all head up. So, as y'all know, Lamar partner, you know what I mean, they ran down on them and they put the torture game down on him. And that nigga there stayed solid than a hoe. That nigga was finna go ahead and go on clock out. He wasn't gonna tell shit. But that good game that Meech put down, that's what made him go ahead and reveal to you know. So that was a real solid character. I gotta go look up more who he is. I want to know who he is in real life. But here's the twist. The nigga who played Lamar, the nigga named Eric. But let me ask y'all, just off top. Let me just ask you off top. The nigga who played Lamar, the actual actor, where y'all think he from? Just throw out a city, state, whatever. The one who played Lamar, where y'all think he from? Just throw it out there. Throw it out there, real quick. Where y'all think Lamar from? The psychotic nigga with the baby afro. This nigga here done bust my hustle. Man, get out of here, nigga. Nigga that bust my motherfucking hustle. Man, yeah, goddamn. How you know, man? You move too fast, nigga. Straight up facts, you move too fast. Yeah, man, look, man, straight up facts said, man, that nigga from the UK, man. Yeah, man, that nigga British, man. That nigga from London. I seen some shit where that nigga was talking in his regular voice. Nigga sound like Lennox Lewis, man. That nigga, yeah, mate, this and that, this and that. Yes, acting school, this and that. Come on, man. Now to me, like that other nigga, Idris Elba. It took me years before I knew Idris Elba, or however you say that nigga name. It took me years before I knew that nigga wasn't from Chicago or somewhere. I thought that nigga from motherfucking Brownville or something. I thought the nigga from New York or something. I thought the nigga from the west side of Port Arthur. You know what I'm saying? This nigga here from motherfucking Great Britain or some shit. So outside them niggas acting, them niggas talk like people from, you know what I'm saying, London and Britain, but then they could turn it off and emulate and imitate, you know, hood niggas from the States and stay in character. So to me, at this point, Lamar is the best actor up on that bitch. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so on this here note, that cop that was in bed with Meech, he looked like he got himself under investigation. And his chief all on top of his ass. So I don't know how that's gonna turn out for him. But you know what I mean? I could tell Pat and Meech, they shit getting rocky. Something gonna have to happen. So these next episodes, they gonna be explosive, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be right there, cause to be real with you, that type of shit is pretty much all I watch. I can't tell you another show besides motherfucking Raising Kanan that I started watching lately. I just don't spend too much time watching TV. But yeah, we got them Dickies flying out tomorrow. So if you ordered a Dickie, it's shipping in the morning. You know what I mean? Other than that, what else? Okay, t-shirts, yeah, that's shipping. All the stuff that was ordered is shipping in the morning. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get in here, do me some more floor exercises, you know, stretching my back, sit-ups, you know what I mean? A few push-ups, you know what I mean? I'm just spending time making sure I'm not destroying. Because think about it. We spend a lot of time, some of us, and some of us have. We spend a lot of time eating bad, drinking bad, smoking, being in bad environments. If you spent 10% of your life doing that and 90% of your life eating healthy, working out, staying strong, staying focused, you got some good things going on. But if you spent 50 to 75% of your life destroying your temple, pretty soon it's gonna turn into 100%. And when it turned into 100%, it could be an ailment come down, or it could take you out. So my advice would be start the repairing process. We've torn down. We are some incredible human beings and individuals, but we can't keep abusing and tearing down the body. Something's got to give. There has to be a beautiful balance. So for me personally, I'll spend my time this weekend not damaging my body. I'll spend my time building up. I'll spend my time repairing. I'm winning right now. My 4 o'clock meal today was minimized again to a chicken salad. Yesterday, a chicken salad. I'm teaching myself from the 4 months that I had prior that I don't have to have this big, incredible, gigantic feast at 4 o'clock. I can just sensibly eat and consume plenty of beverages, water, protein shake, green drinks, more water. You know what I mean? Smoothie if I want one. But the majority of it is just fasting and drinking water and letting the body repair itself. You know what I mean? So everything going well with the 1 meal a day. And I'm at my best with it right now. Let me see what my nigga said. I eat 2 bananas, an apple, and a pear every morning. Replace alcohol with kava. Kava is what people in Fiji drink instead of alcohol. Way healthy and kills your appetite. Never heard of it. Kava. Let me see. I want to take that down because I want to know what that is. Might be just a fancy word for coffee. The nigga say, does it? No, man, it don't come with the pants. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get to my floor exercises, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I mean? Boys watching the Astros or whatever. But you know, it is what it is. Let me see. They was some real cats enjoyed every minute. I didn't know they had going, but every time I was at the club, they brought it out as a bystander. Shit, hey, that's the shit that I experienced. That's the shit that I experienced. I want to say once in Houston, I experienced that where they was buying out the bar for the club. I think I seen them again. Some of their people promoting. But then I met Blue Da Vinci. And I also know Meech's son, Lil Meech. I know his homie, his manager. He was a rocket. He was an artist with Jeezy at one time. His name was Rocket. And I think he fucked with Jeezy and he fucked with some other niggas, but the nigga name was Rocket. We was all coming up around the same time doing our music, so I met him a couple of times, and way back then, they was BMF affiliated. Now that's crazy because I knew. Like it get kind of personal, but I knew like, you know, some of the places that they used to be maintaining when they came to certain places through this one situation. And me and Rocket was cool. We used to talk a little bit. But he's Lil Meech's manager. And you'll see him in different background pictures and shit like that. I don't know if he's on a series, but he was an artist. He was fucking with CTE for a minute, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what that's about. Let me see what else we're talking about. Let me see. I don't watch them episodes. I made a post about the paper stacking single. Let me know if you get some more sales on the merch sales, OG. Hey, I appreciate that. And everybody, hey, I appreciate you. Straight Up Facts. Go and pick up the records you picked up. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. Mr. Maine, I appreciate you going pick up the records. Flanagan, appreciate you keeping your word and going pick up the record. And everybody, you know what I'm saying, the new names that went picked it up. Hey man, I really appreciate that. I was coming in here to fuck with y'all tonight, you know what I'm saying? Whoever showed up is still cool as fuck, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a little old flow exercises and just keep strengthening myself and making sure I'm taking care of myself. You know what I mean? I already did the tear down. Now it's time to do the build up. I'm out. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. And it's gonna do what it's gonna do. Long live the pimp and Mama West. Free young pimp. I'm out.